Hi. Not the cashmere. No, no. Taco.
So it looked like Megan got a taco clip earlier. I was taking my exam. What a shit show that was. It was one of those exams where there's A, B, C, and each one of those are unique answers. And then there's D, answers A and C are true. And then there's E, answers A and B are true. Or there's F, answers A, B, and C are all true. So those are just difficult because you might see one that you know is an answer, but then are the other two? Well, I tend to think that when they put all of the above, generally it's that one. But not always, so sucked. Today we went and saw Grandma, dropped off the phone, got some stuff to her, fixed a couple things there, went to Macaroni Grill for dinner. Earlier today, I pretty much just read that book and worked on learning, or attempting to learn the material that was on the exam. So, kind of a boring day that way. Megan and I started Seinfeld from actually the pilot, and then we got through season 1, episode 1, so she's actually never seen it. I've been through it at least probably twice over. I remember my dad always watched it, and I watched it as a kid at the end of the day, but might continue with that. What else? I am running into storage issues. So I've backed up every single video that I have made since December 1st, 2009. I started off with some HP budget hard drive. I think it was maybe a terabyte. I bought that for like 60 bucks one year it was on sale. I outgrew that, and I currently use this Lacy, I think it's a D2 Quadra. It's the Thunderbolt one. It's got 2 Thunderbolts, power, one Thunderbolt, power, and USB 3, and a Kensington lock. And it's a 4 terabyte drive, 7200 RPM, 4 terabyte. And the way I partitioned it when I got it, I did it wrong, and I didn't even know that until today. So I created 2 partitions on the 4 terabyte disk. There's 2 2-terabyte partitions, so I cut it in half. The one I created first is called Time Machine. That is where Time Machine goes and backs everything up. It's using about 700 gigabytes or so, with backups dating back to July of this year. I don't need them back that far. I like to have at least 3 or 4. Generally, I know when something goes wrong and I need to recover data, I know very quickly. I mean, even within hours. Definitely no more than a week. So I don't need that much space, and it wasn't even utilizing all 2 terabytes. The other 2 terabyte drive I use is a big ass flash drive. I have a folder hierarchy with each year, 2009 through 2016. Within each one of those there is a January through December folder, and within each one of those there's a folder. For example, October would be 10.1 Saturday, 10.2 Sunday, 10.3 Monday, and all the way through 10.31 Monday. I'll just go through the whole month. That kind of spurs my second issue is I have to create a new folder for every single day of the year, and that's a pain in the ass. So I tried to use Apple's built-in application called Automator. You can write a script. It's in visual, so you're not writing code, but you drag these little things into the workflow and create a script to make a folder. And I figured out how to make one folder for today's date, but I don't know how to automate that process. And since every month is different, the first of the month is not always a Monday, it's not always a Saturday. I don't know how to automate that. So I actually created a Mac Rumors forum account. I posted on there. I've gotten one response that's of no help so far. If any of you guys know how to use Automator and if that's even possible, I would think it would be possible. It's just following syntax of a command, but I need to build that command, and it's got to be smart enough to know that days are in an order: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we've got to go, and I can't go too far. You know, I only need, some months need 28 days, some months need 31. So it's kind of complicated. Anybody knows anything, let me know. But the issue is that second partition, the 2 terabyte one where I back up all the videos, has 50 gigs free. So on average, each vlog is about a gigabyte. It gets backed up, so I'm looking at about 50 days. So in less than 2 months, I will run out of space on that drive. So what I did was I opened up Disk Utility and I repartitioned the hard drive. I took 500 gigs away from the Time Machine partition, set it as unallocated free space, and then I tried to extend the backup partition into that untitled partition. Well, it can't be done, apparently. The way I set it up, there's limitations in the way drives are formatted. I don't know if it's a limitation of the file system or Apple's disk utility or just the physics of partitioning a disk. But I cannot extend it because the first partition on the drive is the Lacy drive, so I can extend, or the Time Machine drive, so I can extend the Time Machine drive into that free space, but I don't want to. I want to extend the flash drive partition into that free space, and it's impossible. So I have 1.9 terabytes of videos that need to be safely moved to a third-party location while I totally reformat that drive and rebuild it, buying me an additional 500 gigs or another year to 18 months to 2 years of storage space. Where the hell am I going to get 2 terabytes of free space? My Mac only has a 512 gig SSD. I don't have any hard drives of any capacity in the house otherwise. I might have a 500 gigabyte Western Digital Passport. I don't have any options. So, you know, I could go out and buy, what if I go out and buy a 2 terabyte hard drive or a 3 terabyte hard drive, use it to temporarily move the files, rebuild the other one, then move them back to the Lacy drive? Can I return that other drive if I go and wipe it a couple times, wipe free space? There's nothing too valuable on it that I would freak out if anybody else got their hands on. It's all online anyways. But I suppose that's going to be probably my best option. So I have a month to 2 to deal with it. But that's what I dealt with today. Otherwise, tomorrow's Monday. It's supposed to clear up and finally not rain. So I'm going to try to do at least 1 yard. Might see Razvan do a hike or something like that, and then we're off to a crazy week that is ending in quite a different way, actually, next week. So I've got, I don't think I have any exams, but I have a ton of stuff due and a bunch of group stuff I need to be proactive with. So it's going to be a busy week, but that was today. So I'm going to go to bed. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Good night.